Hi, my name is Cecilia, and today we'll recreate the eruption of a volcano using elephant toothpaste. Before we begin, this experiment was done under supervision with proper safety gear, since it can cause burns and should not be ingested. Please don't sue us if this experiment harms you or a small child. On to the experiment. First and foremost, what is elephant toothpaste? Elephant toothpaste is a mixture between warm water, yeast, hydrogen peroxide, soap, and optionally dye. First, we warm up the water using a hot plate. There are 30 milligrams into the beaker, and we leave it there until it gets warm, not boiling. Why does it need to be warm, you might ask? Well, yeast is a single-celled organism that can be classified as a fungus. It needs warm water to start feeding onto the simple sugars found in the flour to start releasing chemicals and gases like carbon dioxide, ethanol, energy, and some other flavor molecules. However, if the water is too hot, it will kill the yeast, and the reaction will not work, and if it is too cold, the yeast won't grow. While that is heating up, let's see why we need to do this. When the tablespoon of yeast is added into the warmed up water, it must be thoroughly mixed until no clumps are left. For the yeast to activate, it needs warm water. There are three ways energy transfers into heat. First, there's conduction. According to the textbook, conduction is the transfer of heat energy throughout a material or through contact between different materials. In this case, we use the hot plate and beaker. The heat from the hot plate goes to the beaker, allowing for the water within to be heated. There's also convection. Convection is the movement of heat energy through the action of air or liquid. A good example, one you're happening to see right now, is the process of heating water. As it warms up, the heat passes into the beaker from the hot plate. Last but not least, there's radiation. Radiation transfers heat energy with the ability of electromagnetic radiation. Unlike the previous two, radiation requires no molecules or atoms during its process. An example of radiation is the energy and heat received from the sun. Once we are done with the yeast mixture, we can add dye for fun. Just a few drops can do the job. Next is the hydrogen peroxide mixture. The hydrogen peroxide mixture includes, of course, the hydrogen peroxide. We are using 3% in a concentrated form, soap, and dye. There are milligrams of hydrogen peroxide and just 2 drops of soap. We can gently mix these two and then add the dye. First, put the hydrogen mixture into the volcano to let it beat at the bottom. You'll want to put the yeast mixture first because the reaction would start differently. Now let's pour the yeast mixture in and look at that. Now you may be wondering why these two mixtures cause this explosion. When the yeast and hydrogen mixtures combines, it creates water and oxygen. This oxygen gets trapped by the soap and thus creating the frothy and bubbly mess we know. This reaction is also considered an exothermic reaction as it creates heat from all the leftover energy. To review, we made a model of a volcano, and to make it erupt, we used elephant toothpaste. Elephant toothpaste is a catalyst made from the rapid decomposition of hydrogen peroxide with a catalyst of yeast. Thank you!